that you'll be able to burn your oddities for that project as well. So he gave quite a lot of clarity. He gave a bit more clarity on high rise. It's not a metaverse play per se. He said that it's more like a app that helps you keep track of things. And remember, Kevin Rose's background is apps. So some people, again, were really bullish. Other guys initially thought high rise was going to be metaverse play. So some people were disappointed there. Just very mixed results. So here you can see the next thing is Moonbirds Mythic, and oddity owners will be able to burn their oddity for guaranteed Moonbird Mythic. If you stake it, there will be a certain amount that they would airdrop just for free to random stakers. But this is all, the Mythic drop is only happening next year. So that's all. Maybe that's why people, maybe that's why the floor dropped, because people were expecting things to happen sooner. I don't know. But I mean, again, we were seeing them at 16 before that town hall, and they went all the way down to 12, and they've now gone to 13.3. And we had Moonbird oddities at 2.5 Ethereum before that town hall. So the only thing that I really think, it is all speculation, but the only thing is I think the timeline maybe disappointed some people. I don't know.
I think maybe timeline. Also, they're just going further and further away from a Web3 feel. They're just going VC. They went CCO. People are like, yo, this doesn't really feel so much Web3. I think that's partially it. And then also, I don't think the fact that another project that's new that people don't even know anything about just raised 200 million a couple days before. And then they're like, oh, okay, so now this guy who is supposed to be God's gift to humanity, according to Gary Vee, he could only raise 50 million. They're like, what happened? Like, I thought that's not even that cool anymore because this guy raised 200 million. I think it's all just sentiment around it. And just the fact that, like, yeah, they just don't have like a Web3 feel. They're just like, why do you need more money? You already raised 200 million.
And it's a great point. I actually think those two things are linked, the CCO and the venture capital.
Yeah.
It's very possible that he felt he had to do CCO in order to be attractive to the VCs.
I agree.
Very possible. So I think that's a great point.
It's too risky if you don't. Like, then people are just gonna fuck off and do whatever they want. Now the VCs are in charge of it, and they've got all these other random people do whatever they want with their IP. And they're like, shit, like, we're the ones who backed it, and you have random people doing whatever they want.
But that's what CCO allows people to do, is to do whatever they want.
Well, yeah, but when everyone has their own individual IP rights, which is what everyone thought when they first bought it, you have a certain character that could push a whole narrative, start a whole brand, and have total ownership of it and do something that they don't really fuck with at all, and that they have to have their name on it because they backed them. So.
But yeah, you can do whatever you want with it, but it's like, hold on, this is CCO. They can do whatever they want. It's not on us.
Yeah.
I hear you. 100%.
What do you think? Like, if you were gonna be buying it, like, would this make you more bullish to buy, or would you be like, let's just see what happens?
Look, I'm still got a sour taste in my mouth for how they handled the CCO. That my feeling on it. There was no consultation with the community whatsoever, and it sort of feels like Daddy Kevin decides, and everyone must fit in or fuck off. Yeah. Now I'm like that in my life, but I don't have people under me. No one's paid me a cent to be in my community or anything. It is so if I had launched an NFT collection, even if the floor wasn't 80 ETH like Proof was, they're now down to 55, I would feel that I have to consult my community, right? So I don't really take well to having someone come in and dictate to me in general, which is what I really like about Web3, is like, it's supposed to be all this DAO and communities considered, and not this like, I'm the president and I'll tell you what happens. So that really was the crux of what the CCO thing meant for me. It wasn't that I intended to use my Moonbird for a brand and lost that brand deal because they changed it to CCO. None of that. I had no intention to use the IP at all. It was more that I felt I was being dictated to, instead of being a part owner in it, and and having a say in it, right? So I think that's